What if I told you one of the major dark horses of the 2026 World Cup could essentially cement their spot in the knockouts tonight? Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down an absolutely massive Group C showdown. On one side, we've got the pure physical passion and Premier League grit of Scotland. And on the other, the incredible technical brilliance of Morocco, arriving with one of the most gifted squads in the entire tournament.
So, the big question hovering over this match: can Scotland actually pull off an upset here? Or is Morocco going to prove exactly why they're feared by pretty much everyone outside of football's traditional elite? We're going to dig into whether Scotland's signature grit can derail a Moroccan squad that's honestly still riding that incredible wave from their 2022 semifinal run.
Section 1. Scotland's passion and power, the physical underdog. You know, this is a team with a fantastic story right now, qualifying for back-to-back World Cups for the first time in decades under manager Steve Clarke.
Tactically, expect Scotland to line up in a classic, hard-working 4-4-2. The whole game plan here is strict defensive organization against a seriously dangerous opponent. Angus Gunn is between the sticks, protected by a back four of Hickey, Hanley, Hendry, and captain Andy Robertson. Then in the middle of the park, you've got Doak, McTominay, Ferguson, and McGinn. They'll be doing an absolute ton of running to control the center and feed Che Adams and Shankland up top.
The leadership spine of this team is literally everything. Andy Robertson is the undeniable star, right? His overlapping runs down the flank and pinpoint crosses are a constant headache for defenders. But honestly, Scott McTominay might just be their most crucial piece overall. He brings those crunching tackles but also chips in with massive, timely goals. And you cannot forget John McGinn. The guy just brings this infectious, nonstop creativity and energy. So, balancing it out, Scotland's profile is pretty clear-cut. On the strength side, that physical midfield with McTominay and McGinn, they can bully just about anybody. Plus, they are incredibly dangerous on set pieces. But on the flip side, their major weakness is that they historically struggle against teams that zip the ball around with high technical skill. And they definitely lack a bit of attacking depth if they find themselves chasing the game early on. All right, shifting gears to Section 2, Morocco's technical brilliance, the 2022 semifinalists. These guys just continue to impress on the global stage, arriving in Group C with some serious, undeniable flair. Morocco is going to counter Scotland's setup with a lightning-fast 4-2-3-1 formation. Yassine Bounou anchors the team in goal, sitting behind a really wide defense of Hakimi, Diop, Riad, and Mazraoui. The midfield trio of Bounou, El Aynaoui, and Ounahi will be pulling the strings, and they're setting up this wildly dangerous attacking line: Brahim Diaz, Bilal El-Khanous, and Ismail Saibari, who are just built to transition up the pitch in the blink of an eye.
If you're wondering why Morocco is so highly rated, just look at this talent. Achraf Hakimi is, without a doubt, one of the fastest, most lethal fullbacks on the planet right now. Up front, Brahim Diaz possesses this ridiculous technical ability that can unlock literally any defensive line. And at the back, Yassine Bounou remains one of the absolute most reliable shot stoppers in international football, which gives them the security to play so adventurously. Now, Morocco's strengths are honestly terrifying. World-class fullbacks, super creative attackers, and fast transitions that hit you like a freight train. But they aren't invincible. They tend to leave massive gaps behind those attacking fullbacks, and crucially, they can be really vulnerable in the air, which, if you're Scotland, is music to your ears. That is exactly where they want to strike. Okay, moving to Section 3, tactics and key battles, where the match will be won. This is where it gets really fun, because we're looking at a complete clash of styles. It's textbook physical organization versus pure technical flair. There are three absolutely massive one-on-one matchups today. First, the wings are going to be on fire, with Andy Robertson taking on Achraf Hakimi, literally two of the best attacking fullbacks in the world going head-to-head. In the center, it's a total contrast: the physical powerhouse Scott McTominay against the silky Azzedine Ounahi from midfield control. And up top, Che Adams battles Issa Diop. Scotland desperately needs Adams to stretch that Moroccan defense to relieve the pressure. So how does this actually play out on the grass? Well, step 1, Morocco is going to dominate the ball and push the pace. Step 2, Scotland is going to sit deep, stay super organized, embrace the physical battles, and try to punish Morocco on crosses and set pieces. Which brings us to step 3. The first goal is everything. If Morocco scores early, Scotland has to abandon their game plan, step out, and take some really uncomfortable risks. Let's dive into Section 4, the final match prediction, the data-driven verdict. We've talked tactics, now let's see what the numbers actually say about why Morocco enters this match as the heavy favorites. Starting with control of the game, the models have Morocco's technical midfield absolutely dominating the ball, predicting about 58% possession for them, leaving Scotland with just 42%. What does that mean? It means Scotland has to be ruthlessly efficient with the very limited time they actually have the ball. Because of that control, the probability math leans heavily toward the North Africans. Morocco holds a solid 57% chance of taking all 3 points. A draw sits at 25%, meaning a Scottish upset is mathematically hovering at just an 18% probability. It's a really tall order. That heavy possession translates directly into offensive firepower. Projections have Morocco outshooting Scotland 13-8. So guys like Angus Gunn and Hanley, yeah, they're going to be extremely busy tonight dealing with a barrage of Moroccan chances. Ultimately, the deciding factors come down to this. Scotland's relentless work rate will definitely keep them in the fight. They never give up. But Morocco just possesses too much technical depth. They've got multiple guys who can change the game in a split second. Keep your eyes glued to Achraf Hakimi as the main game changer, but also watch out for Bilal El-Khanous. He's my dark horse to make a totally unexpected impact today.
Putting it all together, if Hakimi and Diaz show up at their best, I have to go with a 2-1 victory for Morocco. I'm predicting Brahim Diaz and Ismail Saibari will find the back of the net, while Che Adams manages to bag one for Scotland, probably exploiting that aerial weakness we talked about earlier.
But hey, that's just how the data and tactics map out for me. Now it's your turn to play pundit. Do you agree with a 2-1 Moroccan victory? Or is Scotland going to shock the world tonight? Drop your exact score prediction in the comments below and let us know who you think the hero of the match is going to be. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and enjoy the game.